And that's what he did.
If I may interject with some signings of my boys, Mike Tolbert's coming back.
Yeah, I heard that. That's nice for you guys because he's really more like a hybrid fullback, right?
Yeah, and he fumbled in the Super Bowl, but but most times he's good. He's a great blocker, and not only that, when you give him the rock, he moves it. So. Give him the ball. He's money. Also, Joe Webb re-signed. I know that people are like, what? No, but he's a good special teams guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a jack of all trade, a master of none. I mean, they even had that dude lining up at quarterback. Who was that? Minnesota? He was playing quarterback for. He was like the fifth string quarterback. Yeah. Remember that? Like that was like 3-4 years ago. Yeah. I mean, good for him. He's like a niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
then they also got center Gino Gradkowski, and they also re-signed my boy Charles Johnson.
So they cut him. And re-signed him.
He came back.
How much money they saved?
He came back. That saved him a lot of money. And not only that, he can't. The one thing that he said, he was like, "You can't call me big money no more."
Yeah, please, dude. You don't want to see my paycheck, all right?
Yeah, all right. But the Panthers are really they focused on that offensive line, and I'm glad that they did because that was the biggest problem. Jonathan Stewart's not a terrible running back.
Well, you guys could use a real wide receiver.
Well, yeah, but
that's another problem.
I think we're gonna have.
Calvin
we're
Benjamin.
gonna be fine. We have two. We have Kelvin Benjamin coming back. And then we also have Devin Funchess that stepped up towards the end of the year. So we got two fresh legs on each side, and then we got Greg Olsen, who's basically a hybrid
I'm down with Greg Olsen
because
he could be better at blocking. Though. He could be better at blocking.
Most definitely, but you know what? When you're needed to be catching all those balls, you have to you sacrifice. So then they understood that in the offseason, and they focused on that offensive line, which I'm so grateful. Thank you, Dave Gettleman. If you are listening to this, thank you. Finally, you use your brain. Thank you.
Yeah, Gettleman, give us a shout out on Twitter when you see this.
Exactly. Give us a shout out and also share it on Facebook because you might have some friends that might like the podcast about the NFL and especially about a Panthers fan. Come on.
All right, but look, we're going from offensive line to defensive line. We are going to stay in the southern part of the country. I'm talking about Mario Williams going 2 years, $17 million, $12 million guaranteed to the Dolphins. I'm not going to say what I think about it. We'll get into that later. But no, I think it's a bad deal for the Dolphins. Like, what do you guys think? Mario Williams, now he's down there with Ndamukong Suh. Another bad deal on the defensive line. Suh's playing out of scheme, though. So what's up with Williams? Older dude, 2-year deal, $12 million guaranteed. $12 million for this year, basically. That's the way you gotta look at it.
The way that these defenses are shaping up now in that division, Tom Brady is gonna really have to fight really extra hard now to not get hurt.
He might not be playing.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, so I might eat my words when I said that he's gonna creep up on Brady's records quicker than we think. So. Yeah, I could do that too. What? I did it to myself, because I dropped the ball.
Sticking with the D-line, the Lions re-signed Haloti Ngata, 2 years, $12 million, 6 up front. All right, so, I think that's good. He was there with Suh, and that last year he almost seemed to be producing more than Suh, but he's been getting dinged up. It's an easy deal. 2 years, $6 million up front. They're basically paying $6 million for this year.
He was nasty when he was a Raven, so.
Yeah, so, I think it's
he's a nasty player.
Yeah.
Just overall. He's just nasty. He creates a lot of pressure for those offensive linemen to do their job extra special that day because he's a big boy.
All right, how's everybody doing out there today? Thanks for tuning in to this special edition Voice of Bedlam podcast. If you want to take that next jump with your business or company, you need to come over and advertise on the Voice of Bedlam podcast. Get your ad heard by thousands on a reoccurring basis. Just click buy now and send us your info. Thanks a lot, guys.